What's the deal, YouTube? We are going to skip introductions and dive straight into this content. Today, for this video, we are going to be covering 3 crucial terms that every solo filmmaker must know and be really familiar with, especially when you're shooting with one camera. And those terms are blocking, business, and motivation. Let's get to it. Blocking. Think of it like this. Blocking is the planned position and movement of an actor in a scene. For example, how you sit, if you stand up, where do you look, where do you walk. All of that is pre-planned before you shoot. And so much so, it's kind of like choreographing. You thinking in details, and those details can help you actually plan out other shots. Which hand will answer the phone? How will you answer the phone? Which way are you walking? How fast or how slow you are walking? All of that is a part of blocking. And the more you think about it and prepare for it, the better your shots get. Business. Now, business is kind of like blocking, but a little more specific. Business refers to the specific action that an actor takes in a scene that makes it more realistic. It's like, again, answering a phone, pouring a cup of coffee, reading a book, fixing a light bulb. Those are specific details. That is the business that the actor is doing. So again, when you're planning out your shots, you think about where they're going to sit, where they're going to stand, where they're going to go, and then what are they going to do while they are doing that. That's the business. And when you know that, you can plan for it and you can start to have more seamless cuts through different shots, especially when you only got one camera. Pro tip for business: in whatever location you are, find a prop that's relative to that location and use it to some degree. It gives the scene more texture and, again, realism. So if you're going to be shooting in a cafe, have somebody holding a coffee cup, have somebody fiddling with a Danish. I don't know, but use props in specific locations as a way to give your character more business, which gives them more realism, which makes everything come together that much smoother. Last but not least, motivation. We've all heard that term. Actors say, "What is my motivation? What is my motivation?" I mean, we've heard it in a bunch of different contexts, but it's an actual thing that is used to help craft a scene and a character that brings everything together. Now, motivation is the why. If a character walks through a door, if a character leans over, like what caused that? And you can plan that just like you plan the business and just like you plan the blocking. Using these techniques is a perfect way to, again, understand all of the minute details of your story that takes it from being amateur to more professional. The hard part about being a solo filmmaker is shooting more than one angle, the same thing. Shooting the same thing from more than one angle. It's really hard if you're not clear on your blocking, the business, or the motivation. Once you have that nailed down and your actors have that in their body, everything can tie together seamlessly. You can go from one angle to the next and it still feels like it's in that exact same moment. Now, let's take a look at a little video that I shot in a hotel room a few weeks back. Didn't do nothing, but I did put into play these 3 key terms: blocking, business, and motivation. So I shot this 4 different times from 4 different angles, doing my very best to keep the same blocking, business, and motivation. Now, what was my blocking? I was sitting in a chair at an angle, framed by a window, looking down at my phone. Simple, right? What was the business? I was texting with my left hand. I took a photo with my right hand. I looked down at my phone again, and I took my left hand and I zoomed in. What was the motivation? On the close-up shot, when I zoomed in, I seen something. I don't know what I seen. Y'all tell me. But I seen it that made me need to get up and go look out the window. That was my motivation to do. What I seen prompted me to do something. Just that simple. 30 seconds, me actually saying nada, but putting into practice these 3 key terms and using them as a way to make it feel like it's in the same moment at the exact same time, even though I shot this 4 times from 4 different angles with one camera over 20 or 30 minutes. So before we go, remember this. Blocking gives your scene a starting point. It gives it a frame. It gives it movement. And business gives it texture. It gives it context. It gives it realism. And motivation gives it truth. It gives it a why. It gives it a reason. Those 3 things, like again, y'all, when they're used intentionally, it is going to separate you from a whole lot of people. And I think that's what we're here for. That's what we are striving to do. And I know that's what I'm striving to do. So I wanted to just share that little bit with y'all. But if there was anything that you guys found to be useful about this video, please do me a favor. Hit that like button, hit that subscribe button, and hit that notification bell. And I will do my best to keep sharing the love. Everything I learned, I will share with you. Every up and down I come across will be at your disposal. Until then, y'all, be blessed. Go shoot your shot. Peace.